Okay, ready for this. We're going to dive deep into how the Amish, get hot water.
Seriously.
I know, right? Sounds a little strange,
Well,
but hear me out.
yeah.
Okay. Because you think Amish, you think, well, simple living, right?
Right.
So how do they do it? That's what we're going to figure out.
Yeah.
We're using this YouTube video called How Amish Get Hot Water Without Boiler from the channel Frugal Solutions.
Cool.
So it's not just about, like, being practical.
Right. Yeah. It's tied into their whole thing.
Yeah.
Self-reliance and living with nature,
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk wood stoves.
Oh, yeah.
Those are, like, a big deal in Amish homes.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
But, like, why? It can't just be about heat.
It's not.
Right.
It's symbolic, right? It's that self-sufficiency thing. I mean, every time they chop wood, build a fire, it's connecting them back to their roots,
I get it, and they've come up with some pretty ingenious ways to use those stoves for more than just heat. So they have this thing, it's called a water jacket.
Okay.
Built right into the stove.
Oh, wow.
And it's this chamber, it's all around the firebox, and it heats the water.
As the fire's burning.
As the fire's burning.
That's smart.
And then, get this, that hot water is piped through the whole house. Sinks? Baths?
Wow, that's efficient.
I know, right?
2 birds, 1 stone.
It's like the ultimate 2-for-1.
Yeah.
Heat and hot water.
I know how to stretch those resources.
They do, and this is where things get really interesting.
Okay.
So some Amish communities are using solar power
Really?
for hot water.
Hmm.
I know, this kind of blew my mind too when I saw it.
You don't always think of that, but it makes sense when you think about it.
Yeah.
Harnessing the power of the sun, That's living in harmony with nature.
Totally. And it's not just like a small thing either.
Oh, no.
In some communities, they're even using solar
Oh, wow.
to power workshops
That's amazing.
where they teach other people about the systems. It's so cool.
Okay, so how does solar hot water actually work?
All right. So basically they have these solar panels,
Okay.
right, up on the roof.
Makes sense.
Or maybe in a sunny spot on their property.
Okay.
And those panels, they capture the sunlight, right?
Yeah.
Turn it into energy, heats up the water.
That's stored in a tank.
Exactly, a storage tank.
Sounds super efficient, super sustainable.
Very much so.
What are some of the benefits?
Well, besides being good for the environment,
Uh-huh.
it also means they need less wood, less propane.
Mm-hmm.
Saves them money in the long run, too.
Yeah.
So they can put those resources towards other things.
Right. Makes
Like education, community projects.
So it's like all around good.
Yeah, win-win, right.
I'm guessing there are some challenges, though, right?
Well, there are always challenges.
Maintaining these systems.
Yeah, like finding qualified technicians
Right.
out in the rural areas, that can be tough.
Yeah, it's got to be hard.
And even though a lot of Amish folks are really handy, solar tech is, well, it's pretty complicated.
Right, that's a good point.
It really shows you that there's a balance, right?
Yeah.
Between embracing new tech and being able to actually maintain it. For sure, because what's the point if you can't fix it?
Exactly.
And then there's the whole cleaning, the inspection, right?
Oh, yeah, that's important.
Keep everything running smoothly.
Can't forget about that.
And that takes time. It takes effort, especially for families that are already busy.
Exactly.
It's a lot to juggle. So, like with anything, there are pros and cons.
Always.
And the video did mention that not all Amish communities are
Right.
like totally on board with solar.
Yeah, it's not a universal thing.
Right.
Some communities are all in. They love it.
Yeah.
They see it as a perfect fit, efficient, sustainable,
Mm-hmm.
stays true to their values.
Yeah.
And they really work together, too, helping each other out,
Wow.
buying panels, installing them, sharing what they know.
That's great.
Really shows you that community spirit.
Yeah, that's really cool. But then there are others who are a little more hesitant
They are
about the whole solar power thing.
a little wary of getting too reliant on technology,
Mm-hmm.
maybe disrupting their way of life.
All right.
They like to stick with what they know, what's worked for them.
Right, the tried and true.
Exactly.
So it's not a one-size-fits-all situation.
No, not at all.
Even within the Amish community.
Definitely not.
What about the folks who are looking for something, a bit more modern?
Like a stepping stone.
Yeah, but not quite ready for, like, full-on solar.
Right. Well, that's where propane comes in.
Oh.
Pretty popular option.
Yeah.
Reliable, on-demand hot water.
Okay, so how do these propane systems even work?
So you have your propane tank outside the house,
Okay.
and then when you turn on the hot water tap,
Huh?
the system heats the water basically instantly
Oh, wow.
and keeps that temperature nice and consistent.
So efficient.
Right, especially in the mornings.
Yeah.
When everybody needs hot water at the same time.
Oh, I can imagine.
That's a game changer.
So speed and efficiency, those are the big advantages.
Definitely big ones.
What else?
Well, it takes away a lot of the manual labor.
Compared to the wood stove.
Compared to the wood stove, exactly.
But, I mean, come on. Any new technology,
Oh, yeah.
there's got to be some safety concerns.
Of course, there always are.
Especially in a community that might not be as familiar with, like, how to use it properly.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Okay.
Amish families, they take safety really seriously.
Okay. That's good.
They make sure they have carbon monoxide detectors,
Makes sense.
proper ventilation.
Uh-huh.
They get those tanks inspected regularly.
Good.
It's not just about adopting the tech, it's about doing it safely.
Yeah, responsibly.
Exactly. They're not cutting corners.
So it's not just like, oh, new shiny thing, let's just slap it in and hope for the best.
They do their research, they educate themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Their whole community really...
Yeah. Wow. About how to handle propane safely.
So it's a real community effort.
It is. It's about everyone's well-being.
That's pretty impressive.
It is.
So we've got the wood stoves, we've got solar,
Yeah.
we've got propane.
3 main players.
But the video mentioned something even more, well,
Oh,
intriguing, I guess you could say.
more intriguing. I'm hooked. Tell me.
Hybrid solutions.
Hybrid solutions. Interesting.
I know, right?
Like a mix of everything?
Yeah. And this is where you see, like, the Amish ingenuity, their ability to adapt,
They're known for that.
really shine.
For sure.
They combine traditional and modern methods,
Uh-huh.
and they create these custom heating systems.
Wow, that's impressive.
All about practicality, A&D resourcefulness.
That's a good combo.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So what do these hybrid setups actually look like?
Give me an example.
Well, one popular way is to use the wood stoves
Okay. Makes sense.
during the colder months.
Sure. When you really need that constant heat.
Yeah, exactly.
Keep things cozy. But then, as things warm up, the sun gets stronger. They
Right.
switch to solar panels.
Okay.
That's pretty clever.
It is, maximizes efficiency.
Right. Uses those seasonal changes to their advantage.
They're working with nature, not against it.
Totally. And it reduces their reliance on, like, external fuels.
Like propane.
But propane.
Yeah, self-reliance again.
It's all connected, right?
It all ties in.
Okay, so wood stoves in the winter,
Makes sense.
solar in the summer.
Got it.
What other, like, combinations do they use?
All right, so another popular one is using solar year-round
Okay.
as the main source.
Okay.
But they have propane as backup, just in case, cloudy days.
Yeah.
Or if they suddenly need a lot of hot water.
Makes sense. So they're always covered.
Exactly. Always prepared.
So it's sustainability, A&D, practicality.
Best of both worlds.
They're not afraid of modern technology,
No.
but they're definitely thoughtful about it.
They're not just jumping on the bandwagon.
Right. It's not like, oh, this is new, we got to have it.
They're thinking about the long term.
They are. And these hybrid systems, they're not one size fits all.
Oh, of course not.
Right. It's tailored to each household.
Every family's different.
Exactly. They take into account, like, family size,
Makes sense.
daily routines, how much energy they use.
They figure out what works best for them.
That's impressive.
It is. It's all about adapting, being resourceful,
Yeah.
using that traditional wisdom,
Yeah.
and then bringing in the modern tech.
And it's not like a solo mission, right?
Oh, no, not at all.
They rely on their community
Always.
for support, for expertise.
The Amish are all about community.
They are, and they're sharing tips, holding workshops,
It's helping each other out.
helping with installation, maintenance.
It's a team effort.
That's incredible.
It really is.
And it shows that sustainability, it's not just about what one person does.
Right.
It's about working together,
Absolutely.
sharing resources, supporting each other.
We can do so much more together.
We can, and that spirit of collaboration, it goes beyond just,
Yeah.
the practical stuff, like heating water.
It's deeper than that.
It's woven into their whole community.
It's a way of life.
The Amish really value community.
You do. It's at the heart of everything.
It's in everything they do.
It's inspiring, actually.
It is. It shows us that we can thrive when we support each other.
And work together towards those common goals.
Exactly.
It's a powerful reminder
It is.
that we're not meant to do this alone.
Not at all.
We need each other.
So, as we kind of wrap up this part
Okay.
of our deep dive, I'm just like really struck by
What's sticking with you?
how much we can learn
Oh, yeah.
from the Amish approach to hot water.
It's more than just hot water, isn't it?
It really is. It's about their values, their ingenuity.
It's a whole philosophy.
It is that community spirit.
They've got a lot to teach us.
They do.
It's fascinating.
It really is.
How they approach life.
Yeah.
How they approach challenges.
Totally. It's all connected.
It is. It all comes back to that.
A different way of thinking.
Yeah.
A different set of priorities.
Exactly.
It makes you think, doesn't it?
It does.
About our own lives.
For sure.
Our own choices.
Yeah. And what really matters.
In the end, that's what counts.
It really...
It's not about the stuff. It's about the connections.
The connections. Yeah. The community living in harmony.
With each other.
With nature.
Yeah, finding that balance.
Finding that balance.
It's a journey.
It is.
But it's a good one.
It is.
It's worth it.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And it's not just thrown together, you know. They plan these systems out.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. And the community, they get involved, too.
Wow, the whole community pitches in.
They do. They have these workshops and families. They come together.
Okay.
They learn about different heating methods.
So they're all learning from each other.
Exactly. Sharing tips on installation.
Makes sense.
Maintenance. It's a real team effort. So it's more than just practicality, then.
It is, yeah. It strengthens their bonds.
Right.
As a community.
Yeah.
Reaffirms those shared values.
It's about helping each other out.
It is helping each other thrive.
It kind of reminds us that, you know, sustainability, it's not just about what one person does.
No, not at all.
It's about coming together.
Absolutely.
Sharing resources, that support system.
We can do so much more together
than
we can alone.
Okay, so we've got the practical side, the sustainable side, and the whole community aspect. But what about their philosophy?
What do you mean?
Like, what drives their choices? What are they thinking?
Well, at the heart of it all
Okay.
is respect for tradition, for simplicity, living in harmony with nature.
Yeah.
Their choices reflect that.
It's not about rejecting progress, right?
No, not at all.
It's about being mindful.
Right.
About how technology fits into their lives.
Exactly. They're looking for solutions that are practical,
Yeah.
but also align with their beliefs.
So it's like a balancing act.
It is a balance between the old and the new.
Always asking themselves, like, how can we benefit from these advancements, but not lose sight of what really matters?
Exactly. They're reminding us that progress, it doesn't have to come at the expense of our values, our connection to nature.
That's powerful.
It is, especially in a world that's all about
Yeah.
speed, efficiency, the latest gadgets.
Yeah.
The Amish encourage us to slow down. Think about the long-term impact
With our choices.
of our choices, and find those solutions that are sustainable, in tune with our values.
Even something as basic as heating water.
Right. Who would have thought?
It shows you their whole philosophy.
It's a microcosm,
As we, continue exploring this,
Okay.
it's important to keep that bigger picture in mind.
The bigger picture, for sure.
It's not just the how, it's the why.
Exactly.
By understanding their philosophy, we get these valuable insights into living more sustainably, building stronger communities, creating a more balanced life.
For ourselves and future generations.
Right. It's not about copying them exactly.
No, of course not.
But taking inspiration.
Taking what works for us.
From their ingenuity, their resourcefulness.
Absolutely.
Their dedication to harmony.
With nature and each other.
The Amish approach, it's like a framework.
A framework.
For thinking about sustainability.
Okay.
About community.
Yeah.
And we can adapt it.
Adapt it to our own lives.
To our own needs,
Make it our own.
Okay, we've talked about wood stoves, solar, propane.
The big three.
Even those hybrid systems.
The best of both worlds.
What else does the video tell us?
About how they approach hot water.
Yeah. What else did we learn?
Let's zoom in on their ability to, mix and match.
Mix and match.
Yeah, different methods.
Okay.
Create those custom solutions.
You're talking about those hybrid systems again, right?
Those hybrid systems, yeah.
Okay.
They're really impressive.
They are, blending the old and the new.
It shows you how innovative they are.
Yeah, and how willing they are to embrace both.
Both tradition and innovation.
It's not just about being practical, though, is it?
What else is it about?
It's about finding those creative solutions that align with their values.
With their values, yeah.
Their self-reliance.
They're creating a system that works with their way of life.
Yeah.
With their respect for nature.
Okay, so how are they actually doing this?
How are they combining these methods?
Yeah, give me some specifics.
All right, so one common way is wood stoves in the winter.
Okay, we talked about that.
When they need that consistent heat,
Makes sense.
and then when it warms up, sun gets stronger,
Yeah.
they switch to solar,
Smart.
maximize that efficiency, right?
Yeah. Use those seasonal changes.
Work with nature,
And it cuts down on those external fuels.
like propane.
Exactly.
That self-reliance shines through again.
It all ties together.
And-
Okay, so wood in the winter, solar in the summer. What else?
Another popular one, solar year-round.
Okay, as the main source.
As the main source,
Okay.
but they have propane backup,
Right, just in case.
just in case. Cloudy days,
Yeah.
high demand,
Makes sense.
so they're always covered.
They're always prepared.
Exactly.
Sustainability and practicality.
It's a good combo.
It really is. They're not afraid of modern technology,
Right.
but they're definitely thoughtful about it.
They're choosing what works for them.
And it's not one size fits all, right?
No, definitely not.
Each system is tailored
Tailored to the household.
to the family, yeah.
They consider family size, daily routines.
Energy usage.
They figure out what's efficient, what's sustainable.
It's impressive how adaptable they are.
It is. And
Yeah.
that resourcefulness.
Drawing on that traditional wisdom.
And then incorporating the modern tech.
And it's not a solo mission, right?
It's a team effort.
They have their community.
Always there to support them.
Sharing tips, holding workshops,
Helping with insulation, maintenance.
working together.
It's incredible, isn't it?
It is. It shows us that sustainability.
Yeah.
It's not just about individual actions.
No, it's bigger than that.
It's about working together, pooling resources
Supporting each other.
to create a better future.
For everyone.
And that collaboration, it goes beyond just the practical stuff, like the heating systems.
That goes deeper.
It's part of their whole community.
A fundamental part of their way of life.
The Amish really value community.
They do. It's at the core of everything they do.
It's a good reminder for all of us
What is?
that we thrive when we support each other.
When we work together towards a common goal.
Exactly. The Amish, they're a great example
Of what?
of how to create a more sustainable life,
Okay.
a more fulfilling life,
Yeah.
by embracing that collaboration,
Collaboration.
resourcefulness,
Resourcefulness.
and that balanced approach to technology.
They've found a good balance.
So, as we wrap up this part of our deep dive,
Okay.
I'm struck by how much we can learn
Oh, yeah.
from the Amish approach to hot water.
It's more than just hot water.
It really is. It's about values, ingenuity,
Community spirit.
that community spirit, exactly.
Yeah, it really makes you realize we're not meant to do everything on our own.
Not at all.
We're stronger together.
It's like they're challenging how we usually think about progress, you know?
Yeah, what we consider modern.
Yeah, like we think progress means always getting the newest tech.
Latest and greatest.
Right, but the Amish, they're showing us something different.
A different perspective.
It's not about just grabbing every new gadget.
Just because it's new.
Right. It's about thinking, okay, does this tech really fit with our values?
Yeah. Does it make life better? Or just more complicated?
Exactly. And does it help us live more sustainably?
That's a big one.
It's like they're choosing tech that makes life better, not just more, I don't know.
More cluttered. More stressful.
Yeah, more overwhelming. There's so much out there.
It's easy to get caught up in it all.
It really is.
The Amish, they remind us to be choosy.
About what we let into our lives.
Exactly. Focus on what strengthens us.
Our well-being.
Our connection to each other.
To nature.
It's about quality, not quantity.
And it's not just about individual choices either, right?
It's about a bigger shift.
Like a whole mindset shift.
Yeah. Moving away from that, always got to have more mentality.
That consumerism.
That consumerism, exactly.
Towards something more, I don't know, balanced.
More sustainable.
Yeah, they're showing us we can thrive
as a society.
Without all the stuff.
Without constantly chasing the next big thing.
They're focused on simplicity, on community.
On connection to the land.
Yeah, it's refreshing.
It is, especially in today's world.
Now, we're not saying everyone needs to, like, ditch their phones and live like the Amish.
No, of course not.
But we can take inspiration from them.
Learn from them.
Their core principles.
Mindful tech adoption.
That community collaboration.
And respect for the environment.
And find ways to bring those into our own lives.
Adapt them. Make them work for us.
It's like they're giving us a blueprint.
For a better future.
Not to copy exactly.
But to guide us.
Their approach to hot water, it's just one example.
It's a microcosm, yeah.
Of how they approach life.
It shows how important it is to align our choices.
With our values.
To build those strong communities.
And to respect that balance.
The delicate balance of nature.
So, as we wrap up our deep dive.
Into the Amish approach to hot water.
What stands out to you?
I think, For me, it's that reminder that sustainability, it's not just about finding the right tech.
It's about how we live.
Yeah, it's about creating a way of life.
That works with our values, our communities, our environments.
It's about slowing down.
Yeah.
Appreciating the simple things.
Finding contentment.
In what truly matters.
Not chasing more all the time.
It's about making tech work for us.
Not the other way around.
That's a future worth fighting for.
And the Amish are showing us,
in their own way,
that it's possible.
It is.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
It's been a pleasure.
I hope you learned as much as I did.
Me too.
It's amazing what we can discover.
When we look at things from a different perspective.
From communities that choose to live differently.
There's always something to learn.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep.